نبينا محمد رسول الله سبحان الله وبحمده الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وبعد. So technically we have 2 more odd nights left, 27 and the 29th. That is if Ramadan will be 30. But if it's 29, then you see that the last 10 nights would have started from the night of the 20th. So what people considered odd will now be even, and vice versa. And that's why a person should not take chance. Try your best in all the nights. Try your best in all the nights. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for tawfiq. So yesterday we talked about the 9th adab. And I think we stopped on the story of Ibn Qudama in the book Tawabin, when someone went to visit the other person and they started looking, claiming or saying that their roof is about to fall, etc. I think at the end of the kalam it says, يكرهون ما يزيد عن الحاجة من النظر كما يكره ما يزيد عن الحاجة من الكلام. Is that the ulama, the people of Sunnah, the Salaf, they used to detest excessive gazing or looking the same way they detest excessive talking. And what is excessive means whatever is more than necessary, whatever is more than needed. You already made your point and it's clear. Khalas, case closed. You don't, go above and continue to repeat what has already been clear to the people. He says, لأنه من أسباب فساد القلوب, because excessive gazing is from the reasons that the person can corrupt their heart. Eyes is the conduit to the heart. The ears is also a conduit. Those are the 2 receptors that takes information directly to our heart. You hear bad things, it affects your heart. You look at something bad, it affects your heart as well. So this is on that one. So we go to the last 2 mas'ala, and then we wrap up this chapter, and we'll be left with the 10th chapter, inshallah. So he says, وَالْمَسْأَلَةُ الثَّالِثَةُ فِي قَوْلِهِ وَكُفَّ الْأَذَى. He said the 3rd mas'ala is that a person should prevent harm. A person should prevent harm. That is, don't let your harm extend to someone else. Don't forget, all of this is still about adab al-tariq, the etiquettes of the pathway. And then we said that one of the things that the Imam said is to always make this relevant to the people at the time. One of the things that is relevant to us here is our walkways. They are designated. Some are designated only for walking. You walk there. In those places, it is not good to be riding bicycle or to be using other means of transportation that will harm the people that it has been designed for. Because all these things that you see here, there's engineering behind it. There's design behind it. And this is what it's been made for. So if you go and, put what is not allowed there, you harm those that it has been designed for. Then they will be able to walk safely. The same thing, those people who are using the bike lanes. The one who is driving should not be driving in the bike lanes, because it means that the cyclist will not feel safe to drive there, to ride there. So, and so on and so forth. So, from the etiquette or manners of the pathway that may not be present in the time of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that we have here, and it applies to us. But the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam already gave us the foundation for it. And part of it is do not harm the people on the pathway. So this is the mas'ala. So he says, Al-adha isalu ma yukrah, faman awsala ila ahadin shay'an yakrahu faqad adha. Harm is to extend to a person what they detest or what they do not like. So whoever does that, then he has harmed the other person. That is, whoever extends to someone else what they detest has harmed them. Now, so the next mas'ala is warud as-salam, and the Imam mentioned here, I ajib al-Muslim alayka idha ulqa alayka as-salam. That is, you should respond to a Muslim if they respond, if they give us salam. And we talked about this extensively in the beginning, the manners of giving taslim. Is it wajib to give taslim? Is it wajib to respond to taslim? As for giving taslim, it is not wajib. It is not wajib, but it is highly recommended. You see your brother for the first time, you give salam. You enter upon them, you give salam. Now, and we brought different ayah. So that is clear. But as to responding to salam, this is wajib. Al-itlaq is wajib to respond to salam. They give you salam, you have to respond. وَإِذَا حُيِّيتُم بِتَحِيَّةٍ فَحَيُّوا بِأَحْسَنَ مِنْهَا أَوْ رُدُّوهَا. The minimum is that you respond at the same level. And so the Imam says, وَرَدُّ السَّلَامِ كَمَا تَقَدَّمْ وَاجِبٌ إِجْمَعًا نَقَلَهُ Ibn Abdul Barr wa ghayruhu. Is saying that the Imams, they already, passed that on to us, that responding to salam is compulsory. It is wajib. We have to respond to as-salam. So there is not much talk on that one. But this is with pertaining to the roadside, pertaining to being on the road. So someone is walking by, and then you are, on the roadside, and they give you salam, you have to respond. You have to respond. And there are etiquettes of that too. The Prophet ﷺ, he said that the one who is walking should give salam to the one who is sitting. The one who is riding to give salam to the one who is walking, and so on and so forth. So the one who has received that salam has to respond to the salam that has been given to them. And finally, وَالْمَسْأَلَةُ الْخَامِسَةُ فِي قَوْلِهِ وَأْمُرْ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَانْهَى عَنِ الْمُنكَرِ. Enjoin good and forbid evil. And this is the our trademark as Muslims. Unfortunately, we abandoned it. Allah says, كنتم خير أمة أخرجت للناس لماذا تأمرون بالمعروف وتنهون عن المنكر وتؤمنون بالله. This is our trademark, to enjoin good and to forbid evil. And that's why you see those brothers doing street dawah, they stand by the roadside. There is foundation for it. There's foundation for it. So pertaining to the roadside, they set their table, in a way that it doesn't harm the people, but at the same time, they also get a chance to give dawah, to enjoin good and to forbid evil. So if Allah enables person to do this, to support this, then support as much as you can. Because this is where you meet the real people. The real people, day-to-day people going, about their businesses, and, you're able to engage them. It's a learning ground. A person will learn a lot in street dawah that they won't learn, sitting in official settings, in the path of dawah. So inshallah, these are the 5 haq tariq. We'll mention them again just for revision. Number 1, Ghaddul Basar, to lower the gaze. Don't be like someone who is, using their gazes to fall people. Allah said in the Quran, وَإِنْ يَكَادُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لَيُزْلِقُونَكَ بِأَبْصَارِهِمْ لَمَّا سَمِعُوا الذِّكْرَ. Some of them, if they have the opportunity, they will use their eyes to trip the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ just from looking. So we should lower our gaze. The second one is to prevent harm from us to other people. The third one is to return the salam. The fourth one is enjoining good. And the fifth one is forbidding evil. Inshallah, we'll stop here. Jazakumu Khairan. Barakallahu fikum.